back to Dork Points, everybody, and today we will be tackling a trilogy of games from That Game Studio. Yes, that is their name. It's the Journey trilogy. So on the PlayStation Network, you can purchase Journey for $5.99. I think that was on sale, though, but it comes with their two previous titles, Flower and Flow. Here's Ron from the past playing Flower for a little while. You know, the whole world is ending. I'm freaking out. So let's talk about Flower. If I die tomorrow, let this playthrough be the thing that runs in the background. What are my suggestions for songs at my funeral? Let me think. Amy Man, the Sarah McLachlan dog video, but put my head on all the dogs. Can you do that? So it's still the ASPCA video, but it's at my funeral, and all the dogs' heads have my head on. That's my request. I may have had a bit to drink that night. What I was referencing there was the Sarah McLachlan song that plays on the ASPCA video with all the sad dogs looking at you from their cages. Yeah, that would be great. Just sad faces of Ron on dogs. I like that idea, I do. So, Flower, you see what's happening here. You start out as a single pedal. This is sped up play, just so you know. And you go through all the highlighted flowers one at a time, and your body or your, I don't know what you'd call it, but your petals grow and you become bigger and bigger, and eventually you're able to heal the world or bring it back to life. It's kind of a post-apocalyptic world. As you can see there, everything's kind of dead and gray. There's definitely no humans around. So I saw Jake playing this, and I thought he was playing some kind of playable screensaver or something. I didn't understand what was happening. And when you're watching somebody else play the game, it looks real simple. But it is not, and that is my one gripe. You have to use motion controls, so your controller, you're moving it left, right, up, and down, you're shaking it, all that sort of kind of like David Cage crap, and it's real hard to get used to at first. It's real hard to move around. It becomes real enjoyable at a certain point. It's sad, there's only 6 levels, 7 if you include the end credits, which are also playable, which is interesting. But some of the levels in the middle, where you're just going through fields and stuff, they seem to last way too long. There's just not much there. I mean, there's some great puzzle solving and other things like that, but at the same time, you know, it's just a lot of fields and stuff. And I wish they would have done more cityscapes like this. Yeah, but again, great game, worth playing, check it out. It's just unique. That's unique and beautiful. And speaking of unique and mesmerizing, and some people call it calming, I don't though. Flow. Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be some kind of calming arcade style thing, but it is not as relaxing as claimed. It's almost anxiety inducing. You go through these levels, there's multiple creatures you can play as, and you go through each level kind of eating other things to level up. And the red little things there, you see, the red amoeba things, you eat those to go to the next level. But you have to be strong enough to go to the next level and chew on the next big thing. Otherwise you'll get sent back. Just play it, I guess. That's the only description. Or you can just watch this. Okay, so I fully leveled up there, and now I've turned into another cellular creature. I think there's 7 or 8. If you get the DLC, there's even more. And then you move around, and you collect other organisms that are smaller than you until you become big, like that. There's that same creature, kind of leveled up after playing it, and that's Flow. Again, something about this game, just like Flower, there's moments of real tedium. maybe it's a good stoner game. I don't know. All right, moving on to the big one, Journey. Everybody talks about Journey. Everybody raves about Journey. I mean, just look at it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to look at. It's fun to play for the most part. There are moments of total confusion because there is no instruction and no clear goal. There are no words. There are no words. There's no text, I believe. I don't think there's any text at all, either. You're just on this journey. Kind of flowing through it. I hate to say flow again, but it's a very linear kind of game. You can play it in, I've been told you can play it in about 2 hours. I did not do that. It took a couple days for me. I know. Don't judge. But just beautiful, interesting. The theories on this game and the depth that people give this game is kind of suspect. It's a lot of, when you look online about people raving about this game, they give their specific interpretations, like that this game is about life or death, and about the cycle of life, and about overuse of natural resources and all this stuff. None of this is said. Like, you can see these symbols mean something, and maybe there's some intention there, but it's not said at all. So I just don't like doing that. I don't think that's right to add all this depth to this game when I just think it's pretty. It's a real pretty game. Just look at it. So some of the online folks talk about playing this game over and over again and really enjoying the depth of the story and coming to understand it. Well, you know what? That's their interpretation of it. For me, I do not see myself playing this over and over again. Maybe in a few years I'll play it again, but for me it was candy. It was eye candy. And just candy in general. Easy to digest, yummy, yummy, yummy in the tummy. But other than that, for the length and the difficulty of certain levels, I just don't see going back to it anytime soon. However, that game company, please, please, please keep making these amazing games. They are so interesting, groundbreaking, nothing like them out there. Please keep doing this. Yeah, fantastic. Good job, guys. Alright, I guess that's all for now. As seen on Dark Points. Alright, love you guys. Good night.